Class 192 means 62. Gear. Gear is an element which has teeth. Okay, they attach themselves with another. Mesh means attach with another gear or another element which has teeth for motion transmission. Here there is a word called as positive motion. Positive motion means there is no slipping. Since gear is an element which has teeth, it is a toothed element, there is no slipping. Whereas in case of belt drive, there is possibility of slipping. So gear drive means it is to transmit positive motion. Okay, it can change the speed torque relation, and also it can change the direction of motion. You can reverse. Okay, this is a gear. Gear drive means it is a system of transmission. Okay, gear drive, shaft, gears, everything will be there. Gear ratio and velocity ratio. Here velocity means angular velocity. So this is simple to understand. Mostly this is not required for your syllabus, these things. So easy. Gear count, output gear teeth count by input gear teeth count. That is the gear ratio. Like you have in transformer turns ratio, voltage transformation ratio. One is reciprocal of the other. Similarly, here gear ratio and velocity ratio, one is reciprocal of the other. Input pulley, okay, means drive pulley, means driver pulley. Input, drive or driver, all are same. Output pulley, driven pulley, or follower pulley, all are same. Pulley or gear. Okay, in belt drive we have pulley. In chain drive we have sprocket. In gear drive we have gear. Types of gears. They are listed here. Next is gear train. It is a mechanical system formed by mounting gears on a frame. Sometimes it will be on a frame, sometimes on a shaft, such that there is transmission of power and motion from one shaft to another. Is called as gear train. Then types of gear train. There are other definitions also. Now, types of gear trains. Simple gear train, simple compound, all these things. In your syllabus, it is not sure how much we should study. For all these gear trains, it is only 1 hour time is given there. You can see the syllabus. So I think you understand, you'll memorize all these four, but studying any two are enough. But in the notes, all the details are given. Even video also, I will explain everything. If you have capacity, study everything. Otherwise, study here one or two. Now, simple gear train. Simple means in one shaft there is only one gear. Okay, so this is a driver gear. Okay, and this is driven gear. You have here idler gear or intermediate gear. See, this gear when rotates in this direction clockwise, this will rotate anti-clockwise. Here teeth are not shown exactly. Okay, it has teeth. Okay, and now this will rotate like this. If number of gears are odd, driver and driven will be rotating in the same direction, clockwise, clockwise. Okay, so this is simple gear train. Compound gear train. Here in one shaft there are two or more gears. See, this is driven, for example. This drives this one, and here you will get this one, driver. But this is coupled to another gear. Here you get higher velocity ratio. Okay, other things are given here. You can write any one figure. See here, this rotates this one. Now, if this is rotating high speed, okay, at a particular speed, since this is small, this will rotate at a high speed. Now here, this will rotate at a very linear velocity of this one will be very high. Thereby, rotational velocity of this will be very, very high. So if you want a very high velocity ratio between driven and driver, okay, this is a driver here, okay, you can use compound gear train. Sometimes you see the two gears may be separate as here, okay. Sometimes two gears may come as one piece. See here, mostly this is like one piece. In one shaft, the two gears may be uh, like one piece. Anyhow, both are rotating together with the shaft because both are fixed to the shaft. There is no relative velocity between these two gears. Hence, sometimes while manufacturing, these two will be attached as one piece. That is what is written here. In some cases, two wheels would come as one piece, built coaxially. See, built coaxially. This is like one piece. Not clear, but assume that if this is at one piece, this is called as a compound gear. Okay. In this figure, driver gear is not shown. This is driven. Driver gear is attached here. Okay. If you have lesser time, you can write like this. If you have more time, write this. Next, reverted gear trains. Here, driver and driven are on the same line with a parallel offset. In these cases, the shafts are parallel. Here, shafts are coaxial. See, driver and driven both are in the same axis. This is called as reverted gear train. For different speed ratio, we have here a compound gear. So, reverted gear has a compound gear in itself. Okay, epicyclic gear or planetorial gear train. Okay, here one axis will be rotating with respect to the other. Like a planet moving around the sun. See, this is the sun, okay, and this is the planet moving around it. See here. Now, this is called as a carrier. Carrier itself holds the planet. Okay. The gear which is fixed, it is called as sun gear. Which is moving is called as planet gear. You can have more than one planet gear. Here it's one planet gear. Here, three planet gears are moving around one sun gear. And here the carrier is in the triangular shape. The carrier holds the planet gear. Ring gear is given here for guidance. Sometimes that is not necessary. Okay, you may have it or you may not have it. The advantage of this planetary gear system is there is no load on the gear. Wear and tear will be less because the carrier holds both the gears. In these systems, when it rotates, this gear puts pressure on this gear. Okay, each gear will be exerting pressure on the other gear. But here there is carrier. This carrier holds the other gear properly without loose or without over tight. That is an advantage of planetary gear system. Other things are easily understandable.